are building a pole barn, and for those unfamiliar with it, pole barns are much like traditional timber frame barn, except all the heavy timber work is replaced by lumber and trusses. I drew up some plans so we could get a building permit from our local township. We had to have a meeting with everyone to discuss our plan. The local code states that the minimum foundation depth is 60 inches or 5 feet. So that is what I had drawn, and that was my plan going forward. And one of the things that was brought up at the meeting was a concern about frost heave with the posts. For those of you who don't know what frost heave is, it's where the water in the ground layer freezes, and as it freezes it expands, so it tends to throw everything above it up a few inches, and then as the ground melts in the spring it goes back down. The problem is oftentimes when a building gets heaved up, it doesn't go back to where it started from in the spring. And so several people from the community expressed reservations about my plan, and several people cited examples of where they had dug down 6 feet and still had problems. So that led me on a whirlwind internet class on frost heave.
Hey, can you stop?
Sorry.
Just that position right there just cracks me up.
My goal with the auger was to go down at least 7 feet, just to try to get down as deep as we could. Some of the holes did not end up quite at 7 feet, but it's difficult to dig out a rock that's 6.5 feet down. All in all, I think things went pretty smoothly with the initial excavation. It was only after we put up our string lines again and started measuring things did we realize that a fair number of the holes were not quite in the right place and were going to require some hand digging. And we also quickly realized that probably about half of the holes were filling with water. How's it going?
Definitely getting more solid. I don't know how solid you like it to be.
Look at how much is taken out of it. It's crazy.
This is a little solid. I'm not sure. I guess
Hope this one's in a decent location.
Come on, gets that little crease right there. Ooh, look at that. You want a drink? This is, oh yeah, easily. This is clam time. Where'd you get that clam digger?
sorry.
75 degrees, caller number 9.
Oh yeah, look. Didn't even think of
Whoa. That's not good at all.
Marty Stewart, caller number 9 should be an epic show. 724-7675.
Oh, look at that. A whole 2 cups.
I think I didn't pull it tight when you first put it up.
I think it's filled with rocks, is what I think.
Gravel at the very least.
So there's a lot of dry holes, just so you know. 3 dry, completely dry holes.
Action, tools of the trade.
Yep, so these are all the tools that we've used for digging out these holes again. We have a bunch of buckets which go in tandem with all of them. So what you do is you lower it down into the hole. So instead of having to dig a hole to the left and then it all falling in, you could dig it in and it would fall in the bucket and just pull it up, pour it out.
Genius.
We have 2 of those buckets, and then this one's just doesn't have a rope or anything in it. Then we have this laser receiver, which makes sure all the holes are in the right spot, and all the the brackets and stuff are level with each other. Comes from the laser stand over there. It just will it'll beep like that when it's ready to go. And then we have our makeshift tamper, which is 3 circles of wood cut out, just screwed onto this board. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's worked so far. And then it gets slowly more MacGyver. We have our scraper, which is just a board nailed to the end of this 2x2.
What do you do with the scraper?
You use that with the tool. Okay. So the tool is this. It's a shovel that we bent at pretty close to a 90-degree angle that you drop in the hole and then use the scraper to scrape it in and then just pull it up all these tools have at least 7-foot handles because all the holes have to be at 7 feet deep. And then comes these, which are absolutely terrible. These are the clam diggers. It's just a regular posthole digger, clam digger with these
10-foot handles.
Yeah.
Super light, easy to maneuver.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Final thoughts on the 27 holes?
Bobcat for another day probably would have worked better. Should have maybe made sure our holes are in the right spot. But this seemed to work, so that's all that really matters.
Cool.
Yeah.